ATS Coupe, fastest power seats I've used in a while. These things rip. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, this is the Cadillac ATS Coupe. It is the 2.0T, and it's a stick, which is very nice. So I'm kind of excited. Sitting in here for the first time reminds me of the sedan in a lot of ways. This carbon fiber trim is very nice. Q still sucks, I imagine. Steering wheel's good. There's some suede here. All right. This is the 2.0T. This thing was a bit of a dog when I drove it last time in sedan form. Let's see if a freshened set of eyes makes a difference. Okay. Ooh, the clutch take-up point is very low, and the engine is very quiet. We do traction off. How do we do that? Traction control off. Mode. Sport. Okay. Traction control all the way off. Is there an all the way off? Yeah, there we go. That's traction and stability off. Okay, we don't need either of those. Again, we're going to put the window down and pretend like that's how it's going to stay. I love GM's new mirrors. This frameless mirrors they're using are great. Someone dicking around me and leave the seat heaters on? No, okay. It's just hot outside. All right. Waving me around. So we drove the 228 Coupe earlier. And thank you. And it was surprisingly quick and agile. Does the ATS feel the same way? Well, it's got decent mid-range punch. Not what I'd call fast, but not what I'd call slow either. Okay, last time I drove this car, had a real problem with the 3.2 downshift. You end up in no man's land for reverse. They seem to have solved that, which is very nice. This car being rear-wheel drive, oh, it really does feel kind of at home on the track. When you start to drive the ATSs quickly, they do kind of work with you well. They come alive pretty nicely. The turn-in is not as direct as the BMW. The 228 just turns in really, really fast, whereas this car, sort of a medium pace. At a medium pace. Not the best sounding engine. I mean, just sort of average four-cylinder-y, not even really inspiring the way the Fiesta STs is. Come on, here's 70, now 80, here's 85. It's got good grip once it gets settled in that corner. Pushes a little bit when you go into the hairpin, as is to be expected. Leave it in third and see what happens with this torque. Can I use the torque? Actually, I think that might be a bit better in third than it is in second. Down here, we gotta go to second. Does it look like I'm like bouncing around? I feel like I'm bouncing a little bit. It's kind of bouncy. Yeah, leaving it in third there is actually better than wasting the energy going to second. Keeps that torque right where you want it. I follow this Mazda 3. Go, go, go! All right. So, like the 228, I like that this car is the right size. From left to right, it feels about the size I want a car to be that'll work in the city, work in the canyons, work in the parking garages of the world. But unlike the 228, it's a bit more like in here. The shoulder line is higher. The materials are darker. I mean, I don't know, that's not the right word, what they are. But it's a bit more cavey in here. Less light comes in. And I do think the 228 had better steering. This steering it's just not quite as precise as that one's. I mean, it's good. You would use it, you'd enjoy it, but not quite as precise. Mixed feelings about the ATS still. It's a good car. It looks good. It's a very competent handler. They've fixed the problem with the shifter. That's good. The gearbox itself is nice. I just don't love the sound of it. And for the same money, I think I'd rather have the BMW. I hate to say it. Oh well.